Yang Gang. So it's been a while since I did a video. I hope everyone has been well. I just got back last week from Los Angeles and I wanted to talk a little bit about my experiences in LA. So I had an awesome time with the Yang Gang in LA. I got to have two separate Yang Gang experiences, I guess. So the first one was I got to meet a handful of people on the Tuesday that I was there, because I was only there for a week. And I had an industry conference that was taking up the bulk of my time, but I had a couple of little days that I could do stuff. So on one of those days, I met up with a heap of really cool guys and gals, and we kind of hung out at, I think we were at Lake Central Park or something. And then the boys took me around for a bit of a tour. We went and wandered around a few different landmarks in downtown LA. We went down to a really cool food market. We went on the Angel flight. And then we kind of grabbed pizza, and we just all kind of hung out and talked about Andrew and what we liked about him and his policies. And then we went out and we yanked people. So it was really, really cool. I got a math hat, another one, so I have three now. I got the green one, the marijuana one. And that was really lovely. And I got some business cards. And so I was able to use that throughout my trip when people approached me to ask about my math hat, which was really cool. And we had a lot of good success with people, talking to people about him, and it was really fun. I do think that a lot of people still don't know about him, but I can say as a tourist in a math hat that every single day I wore my hat, which was every day that I was outside of my professional conference, although I did wear it on registration day for my conference. And that turned into a funny story later. But every day that I wore my hat out, people did approach me and ask about it. So a lot of people would be like, are you a math teacher? Or do you really like math? Or that's a cool hat? Or what does your hat stand for? And that gave me a really good opportunity to just be like, oh, it stands for Make America Think Harder, which is Andrew Yang's slogan. He's this really cool dude who's running for president in the Democratic election. Have you been following along? He's the one that wants to do the freedom dividend by taxing big technological corporations through a VAT tax and blah, 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 blah. And a lot of people were like, oh yeah, I know him. I like him. He's really cool. Other people were like, oh, I don't know. I haven't heard of him. But most people were pretty receptive. So if you're in America, wear your merch. Wear it everywhere. I did have a few people be like, Yang Gang, and I was like, yeah. So that was really cool, and I had this really cute experience on the bus. So I was coming back home from my Yang Gang event, and this guy was just staring at me, and I was like, oh, maybe he thinks I'm cute, maybe he's looking at my hat, I don't know, I'm just gonna play it cool. And this went on little cat and mouse thing for 5 minutes, and then I literally looked away, and then I looked up, and he just literally had a Yang 2020 badge, and he just put it to his face like this. And I went, ah, and I just went and I sat with him, and then we just had a chat for the rest of the trip for 10 minutes. And then everyone was laughing on the bus because we were like, oh my God, you love Yang, I love Yang, yeah, woohoo, woohoo. So that was really cool, and it was funny because he said to me, I'm really shy. And I didn't know how to just approach you to be like, I'm one of you, we're on the same team. So that was his approach, was just to flash his badge. And I was like, that, for introverts, that's a really cool, if you're scared to talk to people or you're really shy, just flash your badge. That's cool. So I had that. And then I got to meet Padgett, which was so cool. She's a really, really top chick. Very smart, very beautiful, very charismatic, really really nice in general. And we got to have a live stream, which was super, super awesome. So, and that went really, really well. And she was really curious about my ideas and about, my perspectives on things, because it was a little bit different to hers. And yeah, it was so good. I was so relieved because I had the flight from hell over. My flight got cancelled in Australia, and then I had to wait 8 hours to get another one. And it was just a nightmare. And so I was supposed to meet with Padgett on the day I got in, but I got in like 8 hours too late. But luckily we were able to meet the following week. So right before I left, which was great. And yeah, it was so good. I'm so happy that we did get to meet, because I know I'm going to be back in America next year, but it's going to be in the later half of the year. So by that point, they'll have picked the nominee for the Democrats by then. And I'll probably be actually in America around the election, to be honest. So if I am, then I'll do some, like, if Andrew's in, which fingers crossed he's in. And yeah, it'll be really cool. So yeah, it was a very interesting experience in LA. LA was a very love-hate relationship. I mean, I'm going to end up in LA because of my career. I just know that. That's just intrinsic. So I'll probably be in LA for like a month next year, which is just crazy, but it's going to happen. And yeah, what was I going to say? Oh, yes. So at my conference, I wore my math hat like for the registration, because you have to line up for like 6 hours and you just kind of network and mingle. It's really cool. It's really fun. And I met someone there, and we had a bit of a chat about my math hat. And then on the very last day I was in America, I went down to Manhattan Beach to like have a bit of a sunbake and a bit of a chill, you know, before I was about to get on a 14-hour flight home. And someone approached me and was like, "Shaylee." And I was like, "Hi." And he's like, "Yeah, you're Shaylee. I recognize you from your math hat. I met you at the conference." And I was like, What? It was so cool. It was really, really funny. So yeah, wear your hats. That's the moral of my story. I hope you're all well. I think things have been going pretty well for Andrew from what I can tell. There's been a little bit of shit. Obviously, like, this latest Yang media blackout crap is just garbage. And I'm not feeling very confident about the moderators for this next debate, because it's MSNBC and they're hot garbage. So I really hope that Andrew gets on that stage and just has a zinger, like a really, really good zinger to just rip at MSNBC. Because it's actually, like, it's meddling. It's full on, it's manufacturing consent, like, and I think that, you know, the media has been like, since the last debate that Andrew smashed out of the park and then they basically just like ignored, they have been bumping up Pete and they've been bumping up Amy, and it's been correlating with their growth. So the media does have huge power, which is very, very annoying when they decide to really, really not like the person that you really like and want to, you know, rise and to be known about. But they do. Like, Amy Klobuchar has like very minimal base. I don't even know like where she's getting her votes from. I really don't. Nanas, like people just watching TV at home, being told, oh, she did really great. Okay, all right, cool. But yeah, we're seeing Joe Biden go bloop, Kamala Harris bloop, Beto O'Rourke out. This Tom Steyer dude needs to go. He's just crap. And then there's like 2 other ones come in, and they're just rich white dudes. Well, actually no, one's a black dude. But they're rich dudes, and they're like, we're coming in because Joe Biden is like declining. And it's like, no, go away. We don't need you. We don't need any more people. We already have like 16 people to deal with. And there's already one really, really, really good one, and you don't even want to talk about him. God damn it. So yeah, that's my 2 bobs worth. I'm sorry I haven't been uploading videos as much, but my music career has just kind of like been all encompassing in my life at the moment. So I'll probably try and just do like a weekly roundup once a week kind of thing, because it's just too much. And I really have to focus on my career, because I really need to make money out of it so that I can like quit my job and actually do it full time. So yeah, all right guys, have a great week. See you later.